Oh, yeah, look at, oh, bam. It is never, ever, ever too early for Prosecco. And listen, guys, I'm Mia Voss. You're watching the Mia Connect Power Chat. We're live from Rome because that's how we roll. I've been gone almost 2 weeks. Can you believe that? That's gone fast. I've got my producer, Debbie Davis, with her. I'm going to make sure she's going to pop in because girlfriend's holding down the fort out in Denver. How's it going over there, honey?
It's going great, Mia. Hi to everybody. Looking forward to seeing everyone in the green room. I mean, out in the comment stream.
Yes, yeah, we've been holding down the green room. So of course, like I said, I'm live. I'm here in Rome. I'm at this hotel, Borgognoni. Oh, I didn't mess it up. Are you proud of me? It's taken me 2 weeks to say that correctly, just so you know. I am the hottest of hot messes when it comes to Italian. We've all known it. I've admitted it. I pretty much have said I'm going to stop trying because a lot of my guides that have been here this weekend, they're fantastic at it. You had a great tip about this. Say hi. This is Rachel.
Hi.
One of my tour guides from yesterday. Angelo. He's with the same company with Live Italia. That is John. That is Nicola. I know. Y'all remember him from a couple weeks ago because they don't recognize you without your wig, by the way. But you know what the best tip that they gave to me was, you know, you can say lasagna. How come you can't say Borgognoni? So that's what worked for me. Sometimes you need the simplest little thing. So, Debbie, tell me who's out in the audience that we can say hello to because I miss everybody so much.
Okay, let's see.
I'm being a good girl. I'm not pulling up the event so I don't jack it up.
All right, there you go.
Okay. Hi, Phil. One Great Life. He sent me the sweetest little note from hashtag 2015 stay with Mia on the go. Passport ready. Holla to that, too. Let me see if I brought my little cards with me as well. I thought I got all my, look at Debbie. Look at what's going on here. This had to come. You know it did. That was up in this mug, and Stormtrooper is also here.
Yay,
but
Stormtrooper!
Yay! My Sussex Dragon is in the audience. Hi, Debbie Davis. You mean Mia Voss's got on the bottom? There's a part of my show called What's on the Bottom, and so they're used to that. It is a good What's on. There's something on the bottom. But hey, Dave, it's good to see you here from England. I'm on your same time zone. Hey, did England change too on the time zone, you guys, or no? Son of a bitch. Let me talk about that, Debbie. Let me talk about the time change.
What a mess. What a mess.
Seriously, I think your comment might still be up, honey. I'm not sure if you can see that.
No, you're good.
So, you guys, you know, we had our time change in the States a couple weeks ago, and I got bitch slapped by that one. And then, of course, I come here, and I'm like, son of a... I lose another hour. So then I'm talking to John, pings me, and he goes, now, is it 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock? So, you know, apparently I'm in the time warp. I'm in some kind of bad movie moment. I seriously could not get my head around the fact that I lost the hour, but it's the same in the States. So there's that. So anyway, who else we have out there, Debbie? And Bill Reed, I got to say hey to him. Ooh, who's this? Hi, Giselle. Oh, Pio from Rome, my favorite city outside of New York. I was thinking that too. I could live there. She says, I want to live there. What a fabulous thing you were doing here. Hope you're having a wonderful time. It seems like you are. She says, somehow I think you found your, what did she say?
Somehow I think you found you, or let me get up there.
I like that. It's juicy, whatever the end of it's going to be.
You found your niche.
I did. I found my niche in Rome. I got to tell you now, you know, I've been gone 2 weeks. I went to New York for a couple weeks. Oh, wait, let me say hi to Pamela. She's excited to hear about all of the adventures. She's heading to Italy this summer. Hey, wedding celebration in Caserta, then to Rome and Venice. Buongiorno. Listen, you got friends here in Rome, so you got to pay attention to everybody that's here because you know, I got to tell you, I'm very spoiled, but I think it's not just me. I think anybody who comes here is going to get the same treatment. But, you know, maybe they need to bring a Mickey Mouse Club. Who knows? I think it might help, too. Oh, ciao, Pio. Thanks for the shout-out. You're wonderful. It was great to have you here at Catapoggio, Villa Totorini, Venisa, Bisol, Codognier. Getting it right. Codognier, Cuervo, Veneto, Prosecco. I like it's just a hashtag now. Just Prosecco. It's just a random hashtag. So, yeah, you guys, Pio did a great job, listen, taking me around. It was off the chain. Lisa Bonsino is in Denver, too. She's planning a trip to Italy as we speak and hope to visit her dad's hometown of Udine. Udine? Anyone? Udine. Yeah, you know I jacked that up. My mother's family outside of Naples. That's awesome. Listen, I think we're starting a little trend here, you guys. What do you think? Debbie, I think you need to get out here is what I'm saying too. You need to come with me next.
I'll take the next flight.
I know it, right? And I keep saying you're so tiny, you can fit in my bag. So in case you guys are wondering what I'm doing when I look like I'm not paying attention, who out there is on Periscope, by the way? Have you, Debbie, you said you've heard of it before, right?
Right, yeah, because we started talking a lot about Meerkat, and we got to see the pre-birthday show from Meerkat, which was live, and then
we did.
Periscope, I guess, is another app similar.
It is. You know what? Periscope was brought on by Twitter because I'm sure Twitter was a little ticked that Meerkat was the darling of South by Southwest. So, you know, they decided to pop up with their own. I must say, I was on it earlier today. That's what I'm trying to do is actually get on here. And it's pretty fun. So if you guys haven't tried it out, Steve, has anybody commenting about that they've tried it out? I know Sunny Cadwallader tried it out earlier this week. You know what? She gave us a shout out because she opened her Blue Apron box.
Oh, I didn't see that. I've got to go jump over and see.
Yeah, she gave us a little shout out. Because we talked so much about Blue Apron. That girlfriend was like, yeah, and Blue Apron gave it a little like, so that was good. So we got that going for us. I'm going to try and get on Periscope right now, so bear it with me because I think it's such a hoot. It is a little weird, though. There was like a random guy in bed just hanging out. It was a little odd. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a little strange. So you guys watch me, and then I've got a ton of fantastic people here. In fact, while I'm signing on, let me do this. I'm going to sign on to Periscope, and I'm going to have you hold the camera. This is John, and he is with Vinicultural Tour. So last night we did an amazing tour. Debbie, can you? Oh wait, now it's just his crotch.
Yeah. Let's just make sure we get that camera angle right.
That was wrong. Okay, so I'm gonna let John stop for a second.
That's what's on the bottom. That's what's on the bottom.
What's on the bottom is John.
I'm blushing.
Sorry. All right, so we're jumping in with John real quick because he has a wine that needs to get out and get its groove on.
Yeah.
So tell us real quick about the tour we did last night, and then what you're going to do for us right now.
So I do this wine tour that's a little bit different than others. It's not a simple wine tasting. I go into the history of wine and talk about how to pair wine with food. So it's not just talking about the wines in front of you. I also do that, but I also talk about what happens in a restaurant when they serve you wine. So there is a difference between, of course, going to a regular restaurant where they just don't really care about the wine. And then there's the place that has a sommelier that serves you correctly. And the whole point of this is to make sure that if they gave you a suggestion on what wine to drink with your meal, that they actually know what they're talking about. So there's a procedure. They're supposed to present you with the label. They're supposed to make sure that you understand, of course, that this is the bottle that you ordered. And unfortunately, there's no table here for me. But
you're going to make it happen. I know you will.
If the person who ordered it is here, then the label shouldn't be there, or there. It should be facing the person who ordered it. They put it straight on the table, and then, without moving the bottle, they open the bottle without moving it.
You see that, Debbie? Seriously, did you know that? I didn't know that one. I know.
I didn't know that, but I've watched it.
We watched it, that's right. So now you know how it's done when it's right. Exactly.
And without moving the table, without moving the bottle, pretend there's a table underneath me.
Yeah.
They simply make sure, remember, if this is the person right next to me who ordered it, this is incorrect. This is like me pointing my finger at you and I barely know you. This is very rude, isn't it?
Oh my God, I learned that, by the way, here. Andrea gave me a little, like, I thought somebody was going to punch me in the head. It was looking pretty. It was looking.
Oh, how you doing? Yeah, you good?
Yeah, that thing. Don't do it here. I want to know who does that.
Obviously, if this is the person who I'm opening the bottle for, this is actually more correct. And so, very slowly, they open up the bottle. There is no.
Hold on.
That is a pet peeve.
Oh my God, I found that out too. That the other thing, the whole like giant loud pop of the champagne, the prosecco cork. Nope.
No.
No.
Very nice and slow.
Yeah, totally.
And if the cork is still not coming out, they twist a little bit more. Oops. See?
Oh.
But that's okay. Why is it okay? its own it did that, as opposed to me actually doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay? And then I pour the wine. But
So,
we'll do that later.
So we're gonna let this sit for a little bit. So yeah, thank you so much. It was wonderful. This was half of what we had yesterday. Was what John did was take us to some of his favorite restaurants, and then we did this great pairing. But then we also stopped. My favorite part was the fat part. First, we took the fat from the
fat from the prosciutto.
From the prosciutto, and then he had us just take the fat separately, and then the meat from the prosciutto separately, and it was a little different party in your mouth.
Yes, it was.
And so, but it took a lot of restraint. I'm going to tell you that.
Yeah, I had
it. Well, so did the other gal. And what was fun, you guys, is some of the people that were with us were from the American Embassy, and they've been here. So they were such a fun crowd. So I knew it was a great place. It was people that were local that were doing this tour. So it was very fun. So listen, we're on Periscope. And Dustin Stout, thank you for smacking down some weird people. But this is what it looks like, you guys. So people are watching kind of all over the place. Noelle got on with us earlier. It was super fun. So if y'all haven't tried it, I may see if Bill will put the link to Periscope in here too. So, all right, with that, we were 10 minutes in. Do we have anybody else we need to shout out?
Actually, we've got quite a crowd out here. Can I just run through some quick ones for you?
Yeah, of course. Hi, Kim. Hi, girlfriend. Oh, I love it when everybody's the yay wine and they're shouting each other out. Rome is definitely buzzing more with you being there. Thank you, David Amlam, because I don't know if that's possible. This town is off the chain. Seriously. Hi, Sheffy. Shared bamboozer, which is for Ambroid. I don't know what that is. That's a new one. So hi to Sheffy and hi to Larry. That's a new one. Elena, she is in Spain. Hi, girlfriend. Nice to see you too. I love her profile picture. Jim Sharp. It's fun seeing and hearing about your trip. Good. I was hoping everybody was enjoying it as much as I am for sure. So us Brits changed our time zone last night too. Y'all are crazy. Seriously, what's up with that? I got bitch slapped. Oh, hi, say his name, Gian Leandro. Please say his name for me. Come up here. Gian Leandro, welcome to Italy. You are on my guru's list. Is it your first time in Italy waiting for this live? Oh, see, you need to have Andrea come and say it because I jacked the crap out of that one. I love this. No, it's not my first time. It's my second time, but it feels like the first time. I think that's a Foreigner song. And Max says hello too. So hi, Max. Yay. Anybody else? Oh, it's gray in Germany. Wah, wah.
And back.
I need to get up there though. Okay, darlings. Okay, so who's up first? I'm going to have this one. Wait till you see. I need to show you this one little guy that's here. I wanted to show Otto real quickly. Can we show Otto real quickly? Because this is he barks in Italian.
He barks in Italian, in Spanish, and in Thai also.
Oh, he barks in
Italian. I'll tell you a story.
It's like 8 more languages than I bark it. I'm telling you. I love it. Okay, so as you know, what I say, we're in Hotel Borgognoni. This is the
Borgognoni.
Oh, now see, don't start with me. I got the GN right, please. Like, I cannot do the rest of those two. So. Borgognoni. All right, so let me set this up here too. So Nicola is the manager. Nicola. See, I like to say it like Ricola, like the
rucola.
Like Ricola and the cough drops too. Yeah. So you guys know I started off at Hotel Dei Mellini. I probably jacked that up too. That was the last 2 days, and now I'm here at this hotel. And you guys saw Nicola from a few weeks ago. And then what did we do today?
We did a tour with a motorino.
We did. So,
and she was shocked, Mia. She said, "How come? Where's the limousine? Where's the driver?"
Yeah.
She said, "This is the driver. This is the limousine
You're
of the
looking at
Borgognoni." But no, she was great. So we went to Via Veneto. We went to the Quirinale.
Oh, but you didn't tell them what we were riding. What were we on?
Motorino.
Schooner. Oh, motorino. Okay, a schoonerino. That's in my language.
Yeah.
A schoonerino.
So she was really like, "Are you sure?" Yeah, don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
In any case, with great weather, nice spring.
Oh, it's beautiful here. Yeah. And I don't know if you guys saw some of the pictures that I posted from yesterday, but just as beautiful today. Fantastic. But you're absolutely right that seeing Rome on a scooter, you need to have a little bit of balls to do this, just so you know, man or female, because it's a little sketchy. However, absolute trust in Nicola because he was, you were busting through, traffic around over pedestrians. No, just kidding. He didn't. But it was an amazing thing to see because I went on the tour with Rachel, who you're going to meet here in a little bit. So I got to see a lot of the main tourist attractions, but then we went sort of more in the quieter spots.
You know what was the best piece of our little tour? When I said, Mia, I want to see how you drink water in the Romani fountain. So we stopped, and she said she did it exactly how Edbury.
It was a mess.
He said no.
Yeah.
So she.
There's video.
Did you
post it
those photos?
No, not yet, because it's coming. By the way, because it was definitely. I am not an engineering marvel in any way, shape, or form.
When you post the photographs, please everybody watch them. You don't need an engineer to guess. Whatever. Did I do a gaff? Is a gaff? What is that?
A gaff. Oh, no, it was good.
I'm rude.
No, it was good, and it's true. Like, literally, if you see how simple it is. So we did, that was actually one of the funnier moments. But you guys, yeah, just for those of you who have been in Rome, and we saw so many amazing things. A really cool thing that we saw, and again, from the backside was the baths.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
Talk about that too.
Caracalla.
See, even he can't say it.
Yeah, so Andrea, after our friend, will tell you more about history.
Yes, wait till you see what's coming up next. Smarty pants.
No,
more smarty pants.
We saw a lot. With the scooter, you really go everywhere in an easy way and in an enjoyable way, especially on Sunday. There's less traffic. So we really
do have to go off the beaten path. So these baths were this amazing. I mean, it's massive, you guys. And did you say it used to have like 5,000 bathers a day? So you guys have to post some pictures.
Come and talk. Yeah, come.
Oh, okay. Now he's forget it. He's gonna get Mr. Smarty's Pants. So this is my friend Andrea Fortina. He is an artist here.
Hi.
Yeah, and there are a lot of different things. And the dad of Otto.
Otto is my.
Which, by the way, this is the dog, the dog for painters. So, in case you didn't know that, there is an actual dog that the painters have.
Yes, they were a tip for painters because those kind of dogs were so expensive in ancient times, and they were normally in portraits of royal families or noble families. And so, if the portrait was good, the painter had the dog as a tip. This is why, since 600 years ago,
here's your tip. Here's your dog, which I love.
The dog. And so you'll see him.
Oh, he's adorable too. He's a sweet little boy. So he hangs out and does that. But the wonderful thing for me, so also I arrived here in Rome on Friday. Andrea met me, knows of course everyone at the hotel here, so that's how we all got connected. I've been talking to him. So listen, the guys, the power of the internet, it's working. Everyone that's here. Debbie, you and I, we've all either met through Google Plus or online, and not in a creepy way. Not in that creepy dating gone awry kind of way. So those Werbies, and we got here. We went out on Friday night. Tell me about the region that we went to. It was overwhelming. It was beautiful.
Well, we went to a small place, a small restaurant that family owned since 5th generation. And still the grandmother grows potatoes and vegetables in the country. And they did love me so much.
Oh, they were so cute. A bunch of brothers, I'm just saying.
Two brothers. They were preparing
they were sweet.
Stingray soup for the grandmother. And then they didn't serve to the grandmother. We stole the soup and we had the soup instead of the grandmother. Grandmother's still waiting for soup.
She's ready to cut me. She's ready to cut an American. You know what I mean?
It was quite nice. They didn't want her to go home. And we went a little bit drunk so far. No, isn't it?
Well, listen, here's the deal, which alarms some people in Rome. The fact that I come from Denver, as you know, at Mile High, I drink like a fish down here, you guys. You know I like my booze anyway. Then I come down here, and they're like, oh, my God, this woman. They're a little concerned at my alcohol consumption. But I have to say that night I did get a little loopy. I posted the picture of the giant wine glass.
The giant wine glass.
It's my holy grail.
It was not enough for you so far.
No, if you guys saw it, it's on the event. I mean, it literally is.
3 or 4 of these at least.
John would approve that glass, too. So we did that. We went to Dolce & Gabbana, had this little, opening.
It was an opening?
Yeah.
And it was quite strange because they invited me as they didn't know her, but invited her. We had some cocktail there too.
I just busted in there.
We had some cocktail there too. We saw the first collection will be in for sale next
season.
Next season.
It's beautiful.
And
it's beautiful.
then we'll stroll around the Villa Babuino, and
yes.
But we have to go to Marguta today or whenever.
Yes, and the restaurant that we went to with the ginormous wine glass. Talk about that very quickly.
Oh, this is not
Debbie,
a restaurant. It's much more a museum than a bar, a restaurant. It's an atelier of sculpture that is being used by Canova first, and then Tadolini, and all the Tadolini families, 5th generation, 6th generation. Then has been closed for 85 years, for heritage reasons sometimes. And it is as it was 85 years ago. That means all the tools are there, all the gypsum stages are there, everything is there.
It's like an archaeological dig with booze.
It's unbelievable. But only you can drink wine there.
Yes.
That's okay.
And coffee.
Or coffee.
Yeah.
So, you can enjoy coffee under the stages. Or
it was. You walk in and it like just people were sitting and enjoying meals, and they're 2 feet from these amazing sculptures. Which here's kind of a funny line. I don't know if you guys saw the post yesterday, and Rachel and I are laughing about this. We were at the Coliseum yesterday, and so it's just really a mishmash. I mean, you see every type of person here. Every different type of language, and there's an American kid sitting next to me with a camera, and he's just panning around, and all he says is, cool old shit. And I just started, it's just cool. I was like, that's us. Yeah. Like, and it really, it's true. It's a bunch of cool shit.
This to me once in Roma Termini, the railway station, that's true.
Which is where we
100% true. Have you seen there are some people dressed as gladiator outside Colosseum, dressed like ancient Romans. So, and they mostly come from outside of Rome. So I was waiting my wife in a railway station, and they came from Frascati, from a small train, and in front of me, a couple of old American ladies with enormous luggage said, "Oh, look, should they come from country? They're still dressed in the ancient way." But it's true. This is absolutely true. I would start laughing like baby because
they were wondering why they didn't look like Russell Crowe. You know, I mean, it's ridiculous. I can totally see that. That's the same way I felt, because I think they also don't realize a lot of people understand him. You know what I mean? So I think he was just shocked that I actually understood him too. So so that we did that, and then yesterday I went on tours. You know what I want to see is the cat sanctuary. That's kind of my next thing to go see.
The cat sanctuary.
The cat sanctuary. Do you know about that?
Well,
the dog just woke up.
There's a small area in Latvia, Argentina, where a famous colony of cats, the famous red cats from Rome, are, how do you say, blessed by everyone. They eat like animals. But the fact is that this, kings. This area of Latvia, Argentina, this is an important archaeological area, has been discovered because a noble family destroyed the palace of another noble family when they became papa, when they get the power. And so they found this an unbelievable archaeological area. And since that time, that means since 500 years, this colony of cats is sacred. No one will touch them. And you need a patent. You need your own permission to give food to them.
Really? I got my work cut out for me. I'll just manhandle my way into it too. I love that idea. And then there's another sanctuary. I think Lisa Ingalls actually. Oh, now here it is. Like, tell me about that. Okay. Oh, I got yelled at yesterday for sniffing up. I was abusing my wine a little bit. Apparently, you don't do this too much. So you do this.
Yes, you do.
Okay, and then I gave little.
Come and tell us about this one.
Yeah,
Some fantastic perfume.
Here it comes. And Debbie, let's pop in with any questions, because we are gonna jump around. It's too much fun. Can you guys see that? You have to see. So of course this is the hotel, and this is the whole crew we got going on here. So it is a party.
Mia, we've got a lot of conversation going on over there. Let me know when you want me to pull any of those up.
Okay, great. We'll talk about this one. I saw them. Everybody talking about this bamboozer.
A lot of people just stopping in to say hi, though, and we've got a whole lineup here for you. So you just.
I saw Denise is there, and it was social media marketing world this week, and I really miss seeing everybody. So I can't wait to fill in on that. So, all right, back to booze.
Back to booze. I like that.
Yeah. Really, that's awesome.
Yay wine.
Yay wine is right. And you guys, I really did have this had it laminated so it could travel safely. And it is a little shocking. I don't bust out all the toys at once, because I just think it'll be like, what the is wrong with American Girl? So I only did it once. All right, so tell me about this.
Well, last night we had a wine that was local, and I figured since you're going to Tuscany, it'd be proper to kind of introduce you to Tuscany a little bit. And
Romance me right into it.
What's the most famous wine in Tuscany?
Oh,
Chianti.
Okay, fine.
So this is essentially a Chianti Classico, but it's a little different because it used to be not allowed to be 100% Sangiovese, which is the main grape. Now it is.
Okay.
Now it's allowed to be 100% Sangiovese. And so I basically got a 100% Sangiovese Chianti Classico for you. From a small vineyard, very tiny. They don't make too many bottles.
So fun.
And cheers.
And cheers. Love it. So I'm waiting to see how many people make the famous line about fava beans. Let's see what happens. And a nice Chianti. Now, John and I we were talking yesterday a lot about where you taste it and feel it, so I am getting more of the sort of chalky on the tongue.
Yeah, because you have those tannins. Exactly.
It's the tannins thing. So, and that was great too. We definitely learned a lot about
how to taste
it, right?
Yeah.
And what you're tasting it with, and what
Exactly.
it's going to go best with. Definitely about letting it sit as well. But the food pairing, I got to tell you guys, I am buying some stretchy pants. I'm not kidding. It's 2 weeks in now, and I'm done. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired of feeling uncomfortable. Like I'm letting it.
Italians make some
go.
fashionable ones. Oh yeah. Quite nice. Yeah.
That happens quite
You
a
can go
bit
shopping
too.
in Italy, you know?
So here's what I love, and we talked about this last night too, that Americans, I think, missed the boat on a little bit, is the fact that you can get wines that don't have to cost a lot. We get so confused about this whole thing of like, oh my gosh, if I get something good, it has to be really expensive. And I love that you celebrate that and help people understand that too.
Yeah.
Of like, you know, we're all snobs. Like, oh, if it's not a $20, $30 bottle. Okay. And when I got a shout out to Mondovino in Denver, because they are so good about that of saying this wine costs $7 or $8 and it's fantastic and it goes with this. Boom.
Wine for the modern prices.
It is wine. There's no shame in the game.
No,
which I kinda
heck no.
like too.
Heck no.
So it's really good too.
Actually, one of the things also that you'll be surprised with this one, that has good acidity. Sangiovese, the grape, is known to have good acidity along with the tannins.
Oh, real quick, let me say hi to Mike Alton and Dustin that are over on Periscope. There's only a few people over there, but I think because Mike and Dustin kicked all the creepers out of there. So thanks, brothers. Love you guys. I hope you're having fun at social media marketing world. Miss you. So, what I love the word Sangiovese. So
isn't it great?
It's just so. It's such a
you know
beautiful.
what I love about the word Sangiovese?
What?
Its meaning. Remember yesterday how I was talking about certain grapes and where they come from in words? This one's probably one of the most interesting ones. Sangue di Giove, blood of Jupiter.
Stop. Who knew that?
Sangiovese comes from blood of Jupiter.
See, and all the smarty pants people that I've been talking with this week, it's fantastic. I'm going to look and see if anybody actually... Oh, Robin says she smells the wine. Phil says, yay, mine. Dawn, my twinsy, drinking on the job. Hashtag back to booze. Get your learn on. Absolutely, Eileen. Thank you for that. Do you guys have any... Oh, Kim was resisting the fava beans comment, but then she heard what she heard. So it's fantastic. You guys let me know if you have any questions for John. And then we're going to post everything on here so that you guys know. I mean, it sounds like a lot of people are coming here.
That's great.
Yeah, as well bring it on
and
too.
Glasses of wine.
And glasses of wine. Yay wine really has been quite an easy thing for me. So awesome. And then we have another one that we'll open up before
yes.
for the end of it too. So
there's a Negro Amaro from Puglia.
Okay.
Nice.
I love it. Okay, great. Let's see who else is coming. Now, Nicola, we kind of skated past you. You want to come back over and chat a little bit more? All right. It's like a revolving door of chairs. So listen. So
hello again.
Hi, darling. Let's see who's got a comment. So she thinks a wine tour of Italy is now on her adventure list. So my friend Denise, you guys, does a ton of really, really great adventures. She was recently in Italy or in India, and I didn't wear my earrings today, but I definitely have had them with me. She brought me some beautiful earrings from India because she wanted to travel around with it. So we have people that are traveling, and then the cool thing, we had the Periscope gal. The gal was on Periscope that knows your hotel. That was so funny. So tell us a little bit more about it. So you are running both of these hotels. They each have a different flair. I'm staying in this one now, so I get a better idea.
That's right. So
yeah.
Let's say we can call it boutique hotel.
Yes.
Small and intimate, 51 rooms. Best ever location you can find.
Yes, both of them, by the way. Yeah.
We're talking about 4 minutes by foot to the Spanish Steps, and 4 minutes, 3 minutes from the Trevi Fountain.
Or a minute and a half if you're on a
Scooter.
Nicola scooter.
Yeah.
So there's that.
The
Yeah.
good thing that it's a very quiet area, so no traffic in front of the hotel.
Very much like an oasis. I'm going to post a picture, by the way, because
And
I have.
safe.
Yes.
And safe.
Which I love. Yes. And it is. You guys, I have to tell you, Italy is that friggin' charming. I swear, like, you think it's going to not be as cute. It's that charming. Everything. Every single thing. I can't get over it. I can't get over it.
I was flying back from New York recently to Rome, and I was sitting with a girl from Hong Kong, actually living in New York, and we were chattering, blah, 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 blah. And she said, no, is it true that Rome is not safe, it's dangerous? So, I don't know.
You walk around naked, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I agree, yes.
What's on the bottom?
So it's a safe area, yeah. So the hotel, every room is a little different. We have rooms with terraces or with balconies. She has one.
I'm going to be doing some meditating on that one tomorrow.
Yes, and yes, we have a collection of Andrea here in the lobby. Plus we have old paintings. It's a mixture. It's like a home. Let's say, we try that. And the staff employees are working. So they're young staff, but they're working they're fixed here, working since a long time, and and they're loving what they're doing. And and the difference is that we want to give a feeling of
family,
of welcome, of be relaxed. Don't be stressed. Like don't be stressed. Take it easy. Don't worry. So this is our philosophy.
And it takes me about 2 seconds to go, okay. But I will say it's taken me about a week to chill my ass out after leaving, pardon my French, after leaving New York and Denver and getting ready for this trip for this long. So it's taken me that long. But here's the one thing just to talk about you and your ethic of how you run this hotel, which you guys know everything has to have an enjoyment factor, a fun factor to it. And I can tell that that's what you guys have with everybody that works at both hotels. That everyone is just truly enjoying their job, which is not always easy to do, and a really stressful thing too. So here's an interesting thing. So I was thinking about it after we went for the gelati today. It's on my bucket list. And then right after the gelati, I was like, this is it for the pants. I got the new pants. I'm going to be like Julia Roberts when she goes after has the pizza and buys the jeans. So this is what I love because I asked you. I said, what's your favorite gelati place? So we went to a place that's not really well known, and I started thinking. I said it to you. Okay, so that's all fine and good. I've talked to you guys and made this relationships. How can the way I'm doing this translate to somebody else who may not know Andrea or Nicola? But tell me what you said, because I think that was a great answer. Like how can everybody have as good of a time as I'm having?
Yes, you have to be open. You don't have to have expectation and be open. Rome has amazing things, very positive.
Seriously,
realities, like also very negative, like every place. But if you're open and you understand, people they open their heart.
Oh my God, they get
so if
so
you go
excited.
in a restaurant, everybody's replying in the same way.
Don't do that face.
If you smile and you understand, you will see. So a world opens in front of you, and in the end, or you love Rome or you hate it. There's no way. This is what I think. There's no halfway. Like, maybe I have to go back to understand. Or you like it or don't like it.
Right.
It depends from you guys coming to Rome. Be open, understand, be patient or whatever, and you will see.
Well, here's you saw me do it today because she said, "What do you want?" And the best thing I've been doing, and I was a little worried that people would get a little aggro with it, is I say, "What do you want me to eat?" We did that the other night too at the restaurant.
Yes.
Like that has been the best thing because then that's how we got the crazy soup.
Yes.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have got that soup if I would have been all fussy about I only want a hamburger.
You know what? You gave a message to the girl. I trust you. Help me. And there's nothing wrong to say, please help me.
Yes.
What would you take? And
absolutely.
this actually, please don't post that photograph you did of the girl giving you the ice cream, smiling.
She's adorable. She's so excited.
Really, I live in Rome, so I know how people, they act, or they fake, or whatever. It was real. She was so proud to say, believe me, I choose this asking for you. And she did it, and she was smiling. So,
which I have to tell you, when I came back, I got it off, but I didn't realize I actually had gelati like all over my glasses. I was getting off. Apparently, I did. I had a souvenir on that. But you're absolutely right. I was so excited. So that's what I've loved, especially with food, you guys. I think that there's something that's so that's a story, and we with the things that we love, and then to have somebody else go, oh, I love that too. Is the best thing ever. So that's why I'm saying it. Yes, you come and stay. You definitely, you can see I've already sort of set the tone for you guys. That these are my favorite places, my favorite people to hang out with in Rome. But it is like, and then you get like Andrea shares his wonderful restaurant with me. What were those crazy little fish we had?
Well, that's right. Small shrimps.
Tiny. Yeah. Tiny powder in my mouth. Little tiny shrimps. Yeah.
They were chilled first and then fried. So
yes. Yes.
Crispy and crazy.
And they were crispy, crazy good. But that was what I love too, is that it's at these smaller places that if you're on the tour bus and the whole thing. So, hey, Debbie, we're gonna bring over Rachel here in a second, and Angelo. But tell me if there's anybody we need to talk about. Let's talk about somebody that we love.
Yeah, we do.
Hi, Heidi.
Can I try out my? Oh, I just lost my comment. Let me go to the top.
Robin's right though. She says that I may not need to stretch. Well, girlfriend, unless you eat like me, then yes, you do need to stretch your pants. But it is true. It is much healthier. Absolutely. What were you gonna say though, honey? Sorry.
When I get to the comment, I want to try out my Italian here. But here we've got Dave. Pipe is wondering if Ashley's going to have to beat you up.
Ashley's going to kick me. She's my trainer. She says, is Ashley going to have words with you when you get back? Listen, this is how good she was. It took 2 weeks before things started, falling apart. So, and I'm still working out. So I will tell you that I'm still working out. Peter says.
Let me try this one out.
Do it, girlfriend.
Gelata alla panna cotta. Is that right, Nicola?
Yeah, is that good?
Alla panna cotta.
Yeah. I'm not getting the frowny face, so you did great.
Very important.
Okay.
Yeah, gelata panna cotta. See, Chianti wasn't recognized as a red wine until the 18th century. They'd been making it from the 14th century. Fun fact from Dave Pipe. Is that true?
Very good, yes.
All right. And everybody says yes. We need to see a lot of pictures of the cat sanctuary. Amen to that, Denise. You know that we will. And let me talk about that for a second, Ro. Oh, how long in Rome, Mia? I'm here until Tuesday, and then I'm going to Florence, and then Tuscany, and then Camogli.
The seaside, near Genova.
See, with Nazim and Elizabeth, who you guys already know that was amazing. So, guys, I want to thank you so much for all your kind comments about Bob and Lily. Because you know that I ended up taking, Lily I lost a couple weeks ago. Bob, we of course lost. My dead cat. My 2 dead cats. My little kitties. I talked about them yesterday. So I was lucky enough that my friend Pio took me to and explained the Bridge of Sighs. Phil Lopez sent me a wonderful note about this. So I love that you guys are with me on that too, because I literally brought each of them in a contact case with like B on one and L on other suspects. They're like, what the hell is that? And then I put some of them at the Venice at the Bridge of Sighs, and now and thank you for discussing it. And the other guest that was on the tour yesterday, that I think the cat sanctuary in Rome is. What do you guys think? I think that's it. Debbie, I know. Lily was your girl.
I'm dying to see that. Yep. Lily was my girl.
Yep. Lily was your girl. She's with you, poof poof, in spirit. So that was her nickname, poof poof. So we'll take a lot of pictures of that. And then if you guys saw the picture, I posted that little kitty from yesterday. Oh, he was like a kitty. He was super super cute. So yeah, I'm on it, you guys. So anybody else we need to bring on, and then thank you, darling. Hey, Rain, just popping in to catch up in Rome. Thanks, darling. Hi, sweetie. Look how cute her profile picture is. Isn't she adorbs? Brother Bill, enjoying the show. David, not surprised now that Rome has had a taste of Mamma Mia Voss. I got to tell you, this might be my new little home away from home. Hi, Noelle. Oh, she's joined on Google+, you guys. I met her on Periscope. She's adorable. She had her own little show today. I love that. Boom. Cutie patootie. I like how your kid was yelling at you, Noelle. That was funny. Oh, hi, Tammy Cook from Georgia. Hope you're having a famous time. Listen, girlfriend, I'm bringing you next time to take pictures. Eileen Smith, I agree. Those plants are gorgeous. Is that not? Oh, it's just beautiful here. Love it. Ciao, Giselle. When you come here, I think you'll love Prosecco Country, Catapoggio, Villa Tortorini, Venisa, and Bisol. We talked about that as well. Bisol is a winery that has a wonderful vineyard also on a small island off of Burano in Venice. And I got to tell you, we were spoiled. I didn't realize I couldn't get sick of Prosecco.
Never.
Never. I totally did. Oh, Paolo, Fabrizio. Rome is definitely the scooter city. That right, brother. I mean, I would not have been able to see any of that. Twinsy, she's here getting her Mia fix. Girlfriend, I wish you were with me. Faux show. And Steven, fabulous connection. Better than USA, really? That's a bold-ass statement.
Wow.
I like it. What are you most bat crazy about in Italy besides that dog? Oh, I know he is really, really cute. You know, I definitely, I think it. God, I'm not going to cheese that. I think it's the people. Everyone is just super, super gracious and fun. And I think also that the ancient energy here. It really. I mean, yesterday you had us sit on that pillar.
Yep.
So anyway,
First thing.
It was the first thing. So guys, I have to just introduce. So tell us your full name and your company.
I'm Rachel Zitten, and I work for Live Italy Tours, and I'm kind of hoping that by now everyone's figured out that I'm American. First sentence, right? You kind of hope that everyone gets it, although not often.
Tell me what actress you think she looks like, by the way. I'm going to see if anybody else guesses who you think she's a British actress. And tell me who you think she But I just forgot her name. I'm telling you in a second. I want to see if anybody else gets it, too. Okay. So, yes, so this is the wonderful thing. This winerist, by the way, we have to thank winerist for connecting me to Live Italy and Vinicultural. So they're, you know, my patron partners. So they emailed me and said, okay, you're going to meet here at the Coliseum. Who was late?
It's fine.
This
girl, we had the best group, though.
We really did.
Best
I'm huffing and puffing past the Coliseum, like whoosh, trying to get to you. So yeah, I show up, and then this tall drink of water is there, and it was such a wonderful experience too.
Good day yesterday.
It was a really good day.
They're not well. I would love to say they're all that good.
Oh,
they're all really good, but you guys were really excellent.
It was a couple from the South. I'm
from Asheville, North Carolina. I don't know if I mentioned that. Go Asheville.
No, not yet. Yeah.
So yeah, they were from like an hour and a half away from where I'm from. They were so sweet.
They were very sweet.
He was your cameraman.
He was my cameraman. They were very. Oh, you know what I love too is that because I was the solo female. He always kind of looked back to make sure that I wasn't like swooped by some pickpocket guy.
And he kept on making me go first. I always try to, tail in the group, and he kept on saying, no, go ahead. And I was like, oh.
That's the South for you right there.
Yeah, exactly. And then you just accept it, and you love it, and you huff up 7 more flights of stairs.
We did that, speaking of which, we did a lot.
You don't need, I wanted to keep saying it. I wanted to interrupt you and say stretchy pants. Like what we did yesterday.
Yeah.
Dear Miss Mia's trainer. No worries.
She
got her workout yesterday.
I really did, which is what I love, especially the other thing from Colorado, as I wasn't huffing and puffing. But here's what was a great thing. So we show up, and right off the bat, so the Coliseum is just packed with people. It's a beautiful weekend day, right? So we see all the queue and the lines, and I'm like, ugh.
Yep.
And guess what you get when you go on this tour?
Sweet talk in the guards.
She really did. It was kind of
cute too. Sweet talk in the guards. So the Coliseum is really, really hectic. It wasn't actually, we went, we stood, we talked about the numbers from the outside. They beeped us, and you go right in.
Yeah.
And then the really nice thing is when you've been in the building a few times, you kind of know where to go where there's not a crazy amount of people.
Well, and
you
then
know where there are.
You do. And then she also knows the key master, because here's the cool thing about the Coliseum. And I want to know if anybody out there has actually been to the Coliseum, because it's definitely, it is not just a hop, skip. There's just layers and layers to it. But the gatekeeper.
I do.
There's a lot of areas we got to go into that everybody else is like,
or actually literally trying to push their way through.
Trying to push
literally like, no, we want to come too. No, sorry. So we have a collaboration with the Coliseum where we get to go. So these 3 areas have only been open since
Hillary Swank.
October.
I like that one too.
Every
wear those gypsies.
single day. Since
totally
Boys Don't Cry came out, that was a really good introduction to adolescence.
Yeah, good.
You're like, Boys Don't Cry, thanks.
Thanks a lot.
No offense, Hillary Swank. I think you're wonderful.
She's gorgeous.
So
we get to breeze by.
We breeze by. We go in. We go on the arena floor. So the site has only been open since October 2011. All of those areas. So
that's
fun.
Really, is very cool. Because that would be so difficult to get there and just say, sorry, we can't see this.
No. which happens a lot. Well, it happens actually a lot when it rains. There's times when it's cool. It's a new site, exactly.
It's cool old shit.
And yeah, we got to go onto the arena floor. It's cool old shit, really cool old shit.
It really is cool old shit.
Yeah, it really is.
There's a power to it.
I think what he actually said, which was even funnier though, no, God, the guy's probably going to find this somewhere, but he said cool geological shit, which was even funnier because it was like,
yeah,
it's geological, like
geological shit. That's
totally,
right. Yeah, that's
cool geological shit.
Too.
And we were like, what? That was it. Hi.
If you want to nail it.
And then you kind of want to turn around and be like, I'm sorry, this isn't. Well, I mean, I guess it's geology. It's rocks.
Right, but it's. I love how he nailed it down. Well, here's another. The first thing that you did, which I love. So again, we come up to and I'm such an energy person, so that I'm loving. I was kind of worried about coming to Rome because it has a lot of. I mean, we talked about
that kind of energy.
Crazy.
Yep.
We talked. I mean,
try to keep
there
it
wasn't like
lighthearted
one
when it's
nice
bloody.
guy that ran anything to do with Rome. But what was great is that you can kind of just choose how you want the energy. So we sat on, literally this, thousands-year-old pillar, and then we got 6 minutes of, we got Rome in 6 minutes, which was awesome, and she made learning really fun. Actually, it was really awesome. So your energy was great. But here's the other funny thing. I think I said this to you a couple times yesterday. You watched a lot of the tours, and people were like, they had their tour guide here, and they were like,
I know. Especially, and you were like,
kind of were trying to
listen to you, and I was like, I don't mind,
Yeah, you were
telling
stories.
Tour guides want to kind of be like, no.
Yeah.
You're like, well, listen,
you can't go
you
wrong
can
with
if
it.
you can be subtle and you're not following me. Because once you start following me,
then you're like,
all
okay.
right, guys.
Because I mean, that's what I love. We had 5 people. So, and then we had the other wonderful couple from India. They were
so
super funny
lovely.
and really, really
He
lovely. He was very funny, actually. I was like, there's the Canadian in the group. But then we went around, but it was great because I could see that people are wanting to join us. But again, we only had 5 people, so we got to stop, talk about things, ask questions, take pictures.
Take pictures is the most important thing because I will talk and talk and talk and talk and talk.
Yeah, but you have good things to say, girlfriend.
Well, yeah, but then because the gatekeeper controls the keys for the 3 parts of the tours. The key master and the key lady.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
She does. She was very patient. There's a lot of politics I can tell that go on with being involved with
nice.
So, so just real quick, then I also with the palace thing we went up to was
so then we went to the Emperor's Palace.
Palace thing, how you found that down.
Palace thing. No.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
the White House thing.
It is the White House thing. So Colosseum, tons of arches, the aqueducts, which was amazing. So we went up this beautiful hilly place, and then we got to go up to that huge overlook.
Yep, see all of the Emperor's digs, basically.
Yeah,
where he lived, where he hung out.
All that good stuff, and that was recently opened up as well.
And then we almost got blown into the forum.
And then we almost got blown away. It was a little windy here.
Really windy.
But a beautiful day. Guys, if you have any questions for Rachel about some of the tours, too, let me know. So let's talk. So we're really, look at Noel says, can you still walk through the Temple of the Vestal Virgins?
You absolutely can. And actually, yesterday it was closed. We looked down on it. So that was the pools.
Yes.
It was open today. I was in there today. It was open. So let's say 75% of that. That's over exaggeration. You can. Yes. Absolutely.
We did, and what was great, so we started at 1, we got done at like 4, and then I just busted right out to go see John after that. So I mean, I was a go day, but
you were on time just there.
I was also on time-ish when I got. I was late-ish for you. I was on time-ish for you. I was close. I was sweating.
You were on time. I mean, the meeting takeoff time is 1:15.
Okay.
You were there by 1:15.
I got there at 1:15, but you're supposed to be there 15 minutes early. So note to self: you got to leave a little bit earlier.
And this is Italy.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
Yep.
It truly
is. This is Italy.
It was a week.
No, don't be late for tours.
No.
People don't like that. But if you're late for tours, this is Italy.
It is Italy. So it's a little bit of a leeway. So. 2-minute leeway, and that's it. But so tell us a little bit more. Actually, do we want to have Angela come on and talk about?
Angela, come on in.
So listen, you guys got to go.
Questions.
Yeah. If you have some
hang
questions,
out.
you guys, come in.
And thank you, whoever said I look like Hillary Swank. Do you understand?
She's good.
There's a lot of people saying that.
That's Hillary Swank.
Yeah,
who's
Hillary
the British
Swank has
actress,
come up.
though, that was in Pride and Prejudice. Come on, you guys. She's gorgeous. Come on. You know who it is. You guys know who it is. I know. I'm blanking. She was in the movie that just won an Oscar.
Keira Knightley?
Keira Knightley.
Oh, thank you.
I totally
I've never gotten
that.
that.
Everybody thinks
Thanks.
Hillary Swank. I'm going Keira Knightley.
I like
Your
you.
jaw looks better than Karen.
He said her jaw looks better lately.
And I look slightly less
he
like
was
a
thinking,
boy than Hillary's saying.
nice. All right, guys, so listen, so tell us about your company because I am loving everything that you guys are doing.
Well, thank you.
Excellent.
We started this only about a couple of years ago. I'm the founder and co-owner. Christine couldn't attend, unfortunately. That's the person who spoke on the phone.
Yeah,
It's
she's
a very
fantastic.
small family-run business. It's just a couple of us plus Rachel's huge help.
Nice.
And we have realized that we consider ourselves lucky to be part of people's dreams. Because coming
They're
to
so
Italy is
excited.
a dream.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
really are.
And we need to live up to people's expectations and live up to people's dreams. And so we figured out the best formula was to, first of all, offer an enormous variety of tours and experiences.
Definitely.
So it could be the Colosseum Underground, which you had the pleasure of taking with Rachel, but it could also be a Ferrari test drive or
Whoa.
a boat trip in Pompeii.
Or you could have
I
been
was
running
not
with
told
Christine.
that. I was not told about that.
Or Christina created a side jogging tour in Rome. So, you know, there's a
Oh,
an
there would
enormous
have to be
variety.
zombies chasing me to do that.
I always say
Yeah,
that. I
certainly.
would run if someone was chasing me.
Not the
If
day
I'm
after
running,
the
you
wine.
need to look for what's behind me.
Yeah. Not the day after the wine tour with Sean, that's for sure.
Oh, how did you end up? Oh, real quick, how did you end up? Thank you, Kim,
Hi,
for that
Kim,
question.
thanks. So the Cliff Notes version is I came out here visiting friends right after I finished college, which was 6 years ago. I got a job working for a tour company, responding to emails, and 2 years later, I went back and forth many times. I studied art history before that, and then 2011, actually, I will shout out to both John and to Angelo right now. So John is who you met earlier, who does wine, and Angelo is this guy. And they found out about me through, I don't even know who,
Common friend, let's
a
say.
common friend. Oh, yeah,
Jill.
common friend, through Jill, and they got me working, basically.
Snap
So
you up.
I was doing private tours, and then I started working for Angelo, and I'm,
Through me.
yeah, through John.
So
true.
Here's a big clarification, just to let you guys know, and you could tell these guys speak fantastic Italian, so it's no joke. Like you're talking.
Angelo's
to them-
actually half Italian.
Okay, so he's
got it, yeah.
This one already knows it. So.
Yeah, you don't count. You're not special. Whatever.
But this is the thing that I liked about it when I called you guys is that there wasn't a little. Let's face it.
No, it's
we're
hard.
short, but yeah, and Italian sounds completely different here. Andrea, when he showed up at the
It's north versus south.
it's
like
amazing
America.
because I came from Milan, and of course Nazim and Betty. Betty, blows me away. She speaks great Italian. So does Nazim. And then I went with Pio, who's in northern Italy, and then to Venice, and then here I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Probably
And
more
things
so
that you
with
can
us.
say up there or vice versa don't go over well. In certain, we talked about that.
You go to the north, you have to hold your nose so you can talk like that.
Oh, so I said it's like Chicago.
I know. I think it's just like
I think-
America, north and south.
I think
Honestly,
it
no
is,
offense
yeah.
to the northern and south.
No, everybody sounds different too. So where can we find you guys? We're gonna post that again. It's LIVITALY. Is it .it?
.com.
.com. Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Rain says, thank you, amazing. Oh, bucket list. So they already put you up there. You guys have a Google
Excellent.
page. So that's how our audience rolls. They're really,
Awesome.
really good about that too. So great. You guys have had any more questions, post them here, and then
Totally.
Angelo, Rachel, or John will answer them as well too. But thank you. So seriously, I didn't know about the Ferrari thing. But you guys know, let's put it out there that this is a scouting trip for August or for September, October. So look for me back here in Italy again, and because there's so much. Yeah, and I need to go south.
Wine tasting on a boat along the Amalfi Coast.
Okay.
I set that up.
Did you already said?
No.
Say it again.
Wine tasting on a boat along the Amalfi Coast.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Debbie, you have anybody for me out there,
Well,
darling?
how about a word from your producer? Have we poured that bottle that John opened for us?
No, but thank you for the reminder. Hey. Let me shout out while we're pouring that real quick. So we have Winerist has been a huge contributor for me for this trip. I'm heading to Florence. That's part of it as well. Nazim and Betty, Pio, Villa Torrini, Cato Poggio, of course. I'm going to just Hotel Borgognoni. God dang it, I know I messed that up. Hotel Dei Mellini, was it good? So many people have made this trip what it is for me to be here. So when people say, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm drinking and eating my way through Italy. So You know, it's a tough job. Hey, and Snake Cam, Cameron gave this to me. There's a couple different photo albums I'm going to put out. One is this guy, photos of him all over the place. I haven't done a lot. And the other are toilets. Because I have to tell you, this trip, I everywhere I go, I'm like, how am I going to flush the toilet? How am I going to flush the toilet? And so now I take a picture of the action of, like, you know, if it's a push, if it's a pull, if it's the, not before, I mean, or not after, it's a before. It's not weird, but it's literally like it is a lesson and an odyssey. Oh, the other thing is that 0 is the lobby floor. I get in there and I just like I'll push 1 and I'm already on 1 and I sit there. Just waiting. So it's, yeah, there's been a lot of, what do you say, you're the queen of hover?
Yeah. You gotta, when there isn't a seat, which there never is.
Oh, it's a true story.
It's just what you have to warn people, you know, at any public bathroom.
Absolutely. It's scary. It really is. All right. Yeah. So she said that yesterday. I died laughing. I'm like, it was the queen of hovering. All right, Debbie, per your request, we are going to bust it. Are we ready, or is it open?
What?
The second bottle? The second bottle?
Oh, sure.
All right, here it is.
But I see full glasses.
All right, well, listen. Hey. Oh, hey, Ron. All the Vossaholics are watching. That's a new one. Hashtag thank you, brother. Thank you. I'm trying to see. Oh, you know what, Debbie? You know what's funny is that you know what? I have to just state that I have Hangout Toolbox open, and the comment tracker does work for YouTube. It's very interesting. So who knew out there, you guys, that it's actually showing up. So yeah, Yanka Borskova, before your trip, he said, enjoy Italy. You'll remember the good of Europe and Italian red wines, all the best. Yeah, thank you, Arshi. Thank you, Yanka. That's very sweet. Yeah, that all came in on YouTube as well. All right, darlings. Looks like we're fixing to wrap up here. Guys, do you have any more questions for us? I put that out there, Tammy. I love how everybody's talking to each other. That's my favorite part. Sue and Phil are out there. Oh, Eileen says R.I.P. Bob and Lily. Yes,
and comment tracker just stopped working.
Of course it did. Jennifer Garner, Rachel. You just got Jennifer Garner.
Oh, interesting. I can see that.
She's a hot. Julia Roberts. I love that one. Nice. Sheffy's out there. Cool geological shit. Absolutely. Keira Knightley. That was from Denise. Sorry, I'm just pimping you out there. Oh, Rachel Weisz. They actually think you look like Rachel Weisz. That's interesting. She's beautiful too.
Everybody but yourself.
Oh, guys, question. If you're, thank you, Lisa. What is the best time of year to visit Italy if you want to go to the beach?
To avoid the crowd, September.
Go to the beach.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. June, July, August are always great, but August is packed. Packed.
I bet.
So actually, when I need a break from tourism, I have gone to Sardinia in, what was it that you didn't like that I went? What was it, July or June? Yeah. He's like, why are you living in the middle of tourism?
Yeah.
And July is actually great, especially if you go to Sardinia, Sicily, Puglia, these places. There's hardly any tourists. Everything is cheaper still. Ooh. And the weather's just nice because August is boiling hot, 42 degrees, which is 105, 102 Fahrenheit.
Oh, so 42 Celsius.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah.
With what, like a 90,000,000% humidity?
Yeah, and you see all these Italians in their little Speedos just laying out, not in the water, laying out. You don't want to see that. Yeah, you can't unsee that. You can't unsee that.
I can't unsee it right now. It's in my head.
Burning. Yeah. So September's also nice, but it's a little cooler. But most of the things have kind of disappeared by then as far as what to do.
Okay.
So June, July is great.
So I am thinking, though, literally, I do want to come back. I'm here, obviously, for the spring, for my birthday. I would love to come back in 6 months. Does that sound like in September, October?
Yeah.
September is like, yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
And depending on where you go, the harvest. You'll see grapes.
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Hey, I need to stomp some things.
Yeah.
I need to drink some things.
I need
You guys want to see me like Lucille Ball with a little outfit on? And like
I actually have a place that will let you make your own wine.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
With your own label and everything.
Imagine how dangerous would that be? I'm drinking my wine. I'm drinking my own wine. All right, we're going to wrap up soon, guys. We've been on for an hour, and it's fantastic. But tell us about what we're going to drink real quick.
Well, Negroamados from Puglia, and actually Angelo brought this, so I've never had this. It's kind of great. I always love having wines that I've never had before. You know what? That's the one thing, I don't know if you got this yesterday. Never go for what you know.
Ooh, I didn't. Do you guys love that? I
Never go
absolutely
for
love
what
it.
you know. Always try
This whole
something
trip
new.
has been a never going, except for Prosecco. When in Italy, I'm going to drink Prosecco. It's like it's going out of style.
Yeah.
However, that my whole trip has been like that. I've
Great.
not done one thing that I was familiar with, even yesterday.
And that's the best thing about Italy, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
is that crazy the pancetta we had last night?
Oh, the guanciale.
Stop.
So,
Stop
pancetta
it.
and guanciale are both kind of like bacon, but pancetta is from the belly, pancia. Guanciale is from the cheek jowl.
The jowl.
So good.
Sorry for everybody that's
And it was
eating.
with what? Guanciale and the pasta? Asparagus.
Oh, no.
No, not yours.
Not mine.
Oh.
But the gal next
No,
to me
yeah,
was
that's the-
kind
yeah, yeah.
enough. Well, you know what I love too is that everybody there last night. You have to check that everybody loved sharing their food.
Yeah.
So it was a
you can
family
try new
style kind
things.
of thing. So
Which
yeah.
one was yours? Tomato sauce?
Mine was the ragu.
Ah,
And it
you
was
had the
really
amatriciana
good. I
then.
did, and it was
Nice.
wonderful.
That's very
so,
Roman of you.
But yeah, I thought so. But I did the same thing last night.
Yeah.
I said, forget it. Okay, so we're gonna fill it. Oh, hold
All
on.
right, you gotta finish that.
Hold on. Watch this. We're gonna get even another glass. We're gonna finish off. We're at the top of the hour. Absolutely. The other thing that I love about a lot of these wines, even the one thing that Matteo from Bisol, and they were so kind, was saying at the island that's off of Venice, is that people ask him what food that wine went well with, and he said, Mother Nature actually chooses it because it just happened to go with all of the things that they actually grew regionally.
Yes,
so the
exactly.
regional vegetables,
And that's the truth about Italy.
the regional fish. It was really cool, and because Mother Nature is really like, no, I'm right here. It's gonna stay right here too. So okay.
Go local.
Yeah, go big, go home, go local. Okay, so Debbie, any more questions, and then we're gonna get out of here, and I'm gonna down this. Watch this.
Yeah,
Where's your class?
we do have more. We do have more, just more comments, but the comment tracker has broken.
Okay.
Please.
Comment tracker has broken. And you know what, Mia? Before we sign off, could we just have you stand up so we can see what you're wearing? Whatever you're wearing is gorgeous.
You're damn right about that, Sister Christian. Let me tell you something, you guys. This is the second outfit. This is from Gino Velarde. This jacket, love this thing. I had the green cape on last week. So Gino Velarde is an Italian designer out of Denver. He was gracious enough to make me his muse for this whole trip. So I had to bust this out. But look at this amazing material. You guys are going to love it. So it's nice and light. It's perfect for right now because it's just this literally that he has this amazing material that he just pulled all together. And yeah, so happy for my Gino Velarde jacket. What's on the top? Right? Okay, we're going to pour one glass of wine, and then we're Audi 5000. So, you know what?
I haven't heard that in a long time. You know why? Because I live in Italy now.
Okay.
No. I'm going with the other one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Audi
Steve
5000.
Pittman, great to see you too.
Yeah.
Here, go ahead and pour and tell us about
You
it
know
real
what?
quick.
Here
So
we
we're gonna pour this one last one. Angelo brought. Tell us real quick about it, Angelo, and then we're Audi.
Do you know why you chose this?
Well, I've been drinking it lately, actually.
Oh.
I've been enjoying it quite a bit.
Now that, by the way, is a resounding
I'm not the
endorsement.
connoisseur that John is. So
You can tell I've been drinking. Look at how red my face is. It's a good look.
But it is from Puglia, which is an amazing region. Speak about off the beaten path that you need to go visit on your next trip to Italy.
How would you describe it as far as Italy is concerned? What part of Italy?
The boot.
The heel.
The heel.
Nice.
The heel.
The bottom part of the
I
heel.
love how Italy's in a shape that we can actually go, yeah, I know exactly where that is.
Yeah, it's not the toe, it's
Yeah.
the heel,
And
which
if
is
you-
very sandy.
Right, absolutely, yes. So if you do want to go to the beach, actually, on your next visit in September in Puglia, in the
And the
Salento region,
seafood there.
the food, the
Crazy.
wine,
You guys gotta come
beaches
hang out with these guys.
are,
You can just see they love stuff
are
as much as-
glorious.
Yeah.
This is wonderful, though.
No, that one's Negro Amato is definitely one of the prime grapes of Puglia, and it's very. How would you describe it? Very.
I'm going with more fruity. This was like the
Yes.
first one we had,
Yeah.
so I'm not getting the chalky. There's not, for me, not tannins.
Mm-hmm.
But what I love, and before we sign off, I will say that I love that you guys push as well, is that everybody tastes things differently.
Mhm.
And let's face it,
Yes.
people could be, your
That's the
body,
thing I
even
try to
your
emphasize,
body
yeah.
composition changes every 7
Yeah,
years. You can
and
bet
when-
you're going to be allergic to something or not taste
Exactly.
something as well.
And what you're in
so,
the mood changes from hour to hour. What you're in
hey,
the mood for, right?
That's right. I know. So
yeah.
celebrate it. All right, guys, we're outie. Debbie, thank you so much for coming on board as our producer.
Thank you,
as
Winerist.
always.
You're welcome.
Yes, and
Shout
thank
out.
you to Winerist. Shout out to everyone who's been a part of this trip, guys. We'll come in and comment too, but thanks for joining me on a Sunday. I did have a comment from my friend Mike that this cuts in for church people, and I said, all right, we'll watch later. You know what? You can always join us at some point. So, bye, you guys. Next week, we're going to be in Camalier. We're going to be with Nazim and Betty at his restaurant that's a part of Betty's family. So it's going to be a food and a booze show. How you like me now, right? Okay, bye, guys.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao, ciao.
Yay, wine.
Okay, bye. Thank you. Bye. Slap by that one, and then of course I come here and I'm like, son of, I lose another hour. So then I'm talking to John, pings me and he goes, now is it 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock? So apparently I'm in the time warp. I'm in some kind of bad movie moment. I seriously could not get my head around the fact that I lost the hour, but it's the same in the States. So there's that. So anyway, who else we have out there, Debbie? And Bill Reed, I got to say hey to him. Ooh, who's this? Hi, Giselle. Oh, Pio from Rome, my favorite city outside of New York. I was thinking that too. I could live there. She says, I want to live there. What a fabulous thing you were doing here. Hope you're having a wonderful time. It seems like you are. She says, somehow I think you found your, what did she say?
Somehow I think you found your, let me get up there.
I like that. It's juicy, whatever the end of it's going to be.
You found your niche.
I did. I found my niche in Rome. I got to tell you now, I've been gone 2 weeks. I went to New York for a couple weeks. Oh, wait, let me say hi to Pamela. She's excited to hear about all of the adventures. She's heading to Italy this summer. Hey, wedding celebration in Caserta, then to Rome and Venice. Buongiorno. Listen, you got friends here in Rome, so you got to pay attention to everybody that's here because I got to tell you, I'm very spoiled, but I think it's not just me. I think anybody who comes here is going to get the same treatment. But, maybe they need to bring a Mickey Mouse club. Who knows? I think it might help, too. Oh, ciao, Pio. Thanks for the shout-out. You're wonderful. It was great to have you here at Catapoggio, Villa Totorini, Venisa, Bissol, Codognier. Getting it right. Codognier, Corvo, Veneto, Prosecco. I like it's just a hashtag now. Just Prosecco. It's just a random hashtag. So, yeah, you guys, Pio did a great job, taking me around. It was off the chain. Lisa Bonsino is in Denver, too. She's planning a trip to Italy as we speak and hope to visit her dad's hometown of Udine? Udine? Anyone? Udine. Yeah, I jacked that up. My mother's family outside of Naples. That's awesome. Listen, I think we're starting a little trend here, you guys. What do you think? Debbie, I think you need to get out here is what I'm saying, too. You need to come with me
I'll take the next flight.
I know it, right? And I keep saying you're so tiny you can fit in my bag. So in case you guys are wondering what I'm doing when I look like I'm not paying attention, who out there is on Periscope, by the way? Have you, Debbie, you said you've heard of it before, right?
Right, yeah, because we started talking a lot about Meerkat, and we got to see the pre-birthday show from Meerkat, which was live, and then
we did.
Periscope, I guess, is another app similar.
It is. You know what? Periscope was brought on by Twitter because I'm sure Twitter was a little ticked me. It was, you can say lasagna. How come you can't say Borgognoni? So that's what worked for me. Sometimes you need the simplest little thing. So, Debbie, tell me who's out in the audience that we can say hello to because I miss everybody so much.
Okay, let's see.
I'm being a good girl and not pulling up the event so I don't jack it up.
All right, there you go.
Okay. Hi, Phil. One Great Life. He sent me the sweetest little note. Rum, hashtag 2015, stay with Mia on the go. Passport ready. Holla to that, too. Let me see if I brought my little cards with me as well. I thought I got all my, look at Debbie. Look at what's going on here. This had to come. You know it did. That was up in this mug. And Stormtrooper is also here.
Yay,
but
Stormtrooper.
Yay, my Sussex Dragon is in the audience. Hi, Debbie Davis. You mean Mia Voss's got on the bottom? There's a part of my show called What's on the Bottom, and so they're used to that. It is a good What's on. There's something on the bottom. But hey, Dave, it's good to see you here from England. I'm on your same time zone. Hey, did England change too on the time zone, you guys, or no? Son of a bitch. Let me talk about that, Debbie. Let me talk about the time change.
What a mess.
Seriously, I think your comment might still be up, honey. I'm not sure if you can see that.
No, you're good.
So, you guys, we had our time change in the States a couple weeks ago, and I got bit. Oh, yeah. Look at, bam. It is never, ever, ever too early for Prosecco. And listen, Guys, I'm Mia Voss. You're watching the Mia Connect Power Chat. We're live from Rome because that's how we roll. I've been gone almost 2 weeks. Can you believe that? That's gone fast. I've got my producer, Debbie Davis, with her. I'm going to make sure she's going to pop in because girlfriend's holding down the fort out in Denver. How's it going over there, honey?
It's going great, Mia. Hi to everybody. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone in the green room. I mean, out in the comment stream.
Yes, yeah. We've been holding down the green room. So, of course, like I said, I'm live. I'm here in Rome. I'm at this hotel. Borgognoni. Oh, I didn't mess it up. Are you proud of me? It's taken me 2 weeks to say that correctly, just so you know. I am the hottest of hot messes when it comes to Italian. We've all known it. I've admitted it. I pretty much have said I'm going to stop trying because a lot of my guides that have been here this weekend, they're fantastic at it. You had a great tip about this. Say hi. This is Rachel.
Hi.
One of my tour guides from yesterday. Angelo, he's with the same company with Live Italia. That is John. That is Nicola. I know. Y'all remember him from a couple weeks ago because they don't recognize you without your wig, by the way. But you know what the best tip that they gave to that meerkat was the darling of South by Southwest. So, you know, they decided to pop up with their own. I must say, I was on it earlier today. That's what I'm trying to do is actually get on here. And it's pretty fun. So if you guys haven't tried it out, see. Has anybody commenting about that they've tried it out? I know Sunny Cadwallader tried it out earlier this week. You know what? She gave us a shout out because she opened her Blue Apron box.
Oh, I didn't see that. I've got to go jump over and see.
Yeah. She gave us a little shout out. Because we talked so much about Blue Apron. That girlfriend was like, yeah, and Blue Apron gave it a little like, so that was good. So we got that going for us. I'm going to try and get on Periscope right now, so bear with me because I think it's such a hoot. It is a little weird, though. There was like a random guy in bed just hanging out. It was a little odd. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a little strange. So you guys watch me, and then I've got a ton of fantastic people here. In fact, while I'm signing on, let me do this. I'm going to sign on to Periscope, and I am going to have you hold the camera. This is John, and he is with Vinicultural Tours. So last night we did an amazing tour. Debbie, can you use, oh wait, now it's just his crotch.
Yeah, let's just make sure we get that camera angle right.